Imagine you're an Ice Age hunter. You've just spent hours tracking a giant deer through freezing forests. Your stomach suddenly starts rumbling, and you realize you need a bathroom. There's just one problem: there are no toilets, no toilet paper, no plumbing, and definitely no occupied signs. So what did ancient humans actually do? Did they simply squat behind the nearest bush? Believe it or not, archaeologists have uncovered surprising clues that reveal our ancestors had far stranger bathroom habits than most people imagine, and some of them were surprisingly clever. At first glance, it seems like an impossible question. After all, human waste doesn't usually survive for tens of thousands of years. But sometimes, under the right conditions, it does. Fossilized feces, known as coprolites, have become one of archaeology's strangest treasures. While they may not look impressive, they can reveal what people ate, what diseases they had, and even where they relieved themselves. In other words, ancient poop has become one of history's most unexpected storytellers. For most of human history, there were no dedicated bathrooms. Early hunter-gatherers were constantly on the move, following animals and seasonal plants. If nature called, they simply walked away from camp, found a private spot behind rocks, bushes, or trees, and did their business. It sounds simple, but choosing the wrong location could create serious problems. Human waste attracts insects, spreads dangerous parasites, and can contaminate drinking water. Without realizing the science behind it, ancient people gradually learned that going too close to camp or rivers often made people sick. Over thousands of years, many groups developed surprisingly smart habits. Archaeologists studying prehistoric camps have discovered that waste was often deposited far away from sleeping areas. Some settlements even show repeated use of the same isolated spots, suggesting early humans may have created unofficial bathroom zones. Nobody was hanging up toilet signs, but everyone probably knew exactly where not to walk. Then came another question. What did they use instead of toilet paper? The answer depended entirely on where they lived. In forests, soft leaves were an obvious choice. In grassy regions, handfuls of moss worked surprisingly well because it is soft, absorbent, and naturally grows in thick cushions. Some coastal communities likely used smooth seashells or damp seaweed. In snowy environments, fresh snow could clean surprisingly effectively, although probably not very comfortably. Imagine explaining to someone that your toilet paper came from a frozen snowbank. Not every solution was pleasant. Dry grass, sticks, rough bark, or handfuls of sand may have been used when better options weren't available. Compared to modern bathroom tissue, life in the Stone Age was considerably less luxurious. As humans began settling into permanent villages around 12,000 years ago, a new problem appeared. Hundreds of people living together meant waste could no longer simply disappear into the wilderness. Some early communities dug shallow pits away from homes, while others covered waste with soil after each use. Archaeologists have uncovered ancient refuse pits containing food scraps, broken tools, ashes, and human waste all mixed together. These were the ancestors of today's trash systems. One of the biggest surprises came from caves. You might expect people to use dark cave corners as convenient bathrooms, but evidence suggests many avoided doing that whenever possible. Since caves were homes, sleeping places, and shelters from predators, keeping them clean was important. Instead, many groups appear to have gone outside before returning. Even tens of thousands of years ago, nobody wanted their living room smelling like a public restroom. Perhaps the funniest discovery is that ancient bathroom habits accidentally helped modern science. Parasite eggs preserved inside fossilized feces have revealed infections that humans suffered thousands of years ago. Tiny fragments of seeds, meat, fish bones, and pollen trapped inside ancient waste have allowed researchers to reconstruct prehistoric diets in astonishing detail. Some of our best evidence for what ancient humans actually ate didn't come from cooking pots or hunting tools, it came from their toilets. Today, we flush and forget within seconds. But for our ancestors, every bathroom trip required choosing a safe location, avoiding predators, protecting drinking water, staying healthy, and finding something, anything, that could replace toilet paper. It wasn't glamorous, but it was an important part of surviving in a dangerous world. So the next time you complain about running out of toilet paper, remember this: somewhere in the Ice Age, one of your ancestors was probably staring at a patch of frozen moss, wondering if it was soft enough. And thanks to archaeology, we now know that even humanity's most awkward moments have helped tell the incredible story of our past.